So I got to say, for being a 7th round corner and special teamer, Kris Boyd gets more coverage on his channel than anyone, pound for pound, right? But the former Vikings corner, current Arizona Cardinal, left inside in free agency this offseason, prior to Texas, hooking baby. He's back at it again. Went on a little bit of a Twitter rant and took some shots at the Vikings organization, which is always interesting, man. So this is what Kris Boyd tweeted out. I want to show my excitement and get engaged with everyone and the fan base ASAP, but the way Minnesota did got me not even wanting to open up and do shiz. Facepalm emoji. So the way Minnesota did him. So right away, of course, fans chimed in. Is like, hey, you were kind of beloved here. Like, you were good to go. You were perfectly fine. But it did harken back to after the Vikings won in London, Kris Boyd going after some ungrateful fans. We got some ungrateful fans. I don't be on the internet looking for shoot. But we won, and still some were still complaining. We got a big dub. We're 3-1. STFU. Please find another team if you're not satisfied, or STFU. Shout out to the real ones for rocking with us. So right away, reading this, the way Minnesota did me, it was things like, okay, shot at the fans, shot at the coaches, shot at whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Like, and it happens. Like, can't please everyone. I mean, football teams are large organizations, and it's tough to please everybody. It's impossible, man. But then, of course, he backed it up. Well, not really. So one Vikings fan replied to him, "Bro, move on. It's like a real breakup. I'm petty." Actually, it must be hell breaking up with Kris Boyd. Yeah. Anyways, Sean Kenner then replied, "You gonna miss not having to pay for your meals, though. They're serving y'all that bologna and government cheese." Of course, Arizona Cardinals. On the NFLPA report card, not great. The reports are that they have made their players pay for dinners, which at the team facility, which kind of stinks. But Kris Boyd, I love it here. They wanted me. Smiley face emoji, and then red heart, black heart. By the way, the Cardinals in uniforms suck. I mean, they're just boring, man, but whatever. But then he backed up a little bit. Let me clear up that the fan base is the greatest. If you backpedaled this good on the field, you would have been starting. The staff in the Vikings facility is whom I speak of, the ones who make the decision. So what does he mean by staff in the facility? Does he mean like the athletic trainers? Does he mean the equipment guys? Does he mean the facility people? Or is he literally just talking about the decision makers? Is he talking about Kwesi? Is he talking about Kevin O'Connell? Etc. And it does harken back to his Instagram goodbye when he said Vikes Nation, speaking specifically to the fan city Minneapolis and the players only, plus Coach Hat and Durante. So he just narrowed down everyone. All right, so I'm speaking to you, the fans, the city, the players, and 2 specific coaches, but the rest of y'all, So, it's pretty clear that Kris Boyd, maybe he felt like he didn't get the time of day from Kevin O'Connell. Maybe he didn't get the respect in getting a sizable offer to re-sign from Kwesi, and it sort of is what it is. So I sort of understand where he's coming from, but it still comes off as sour grapes, man. It is. I mean, I'm with this guy. Like, bro, move on. Like, you're like, hey, you said you're with a team that wanted you, so move on. Like, if you want to compare it to a real breakup, I mean, that's what you need to do. You need to stop being petty with the one that supposedly did you wrong. In your case, the way Minnesota did you, right? And love the one you're with. You're with Arizona now, raising Arizona. Go up and get that. So Minnesota, it's time to move on. It is time to move on. Although it's still hilarious. It still is pretty funny. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kris Boyd, former Vikings cornerback, went on a bit of a Twitter rant about the Vikings organization. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.